Hey, how's it going, YouTubers? Back again for yet another review. This time I will be reviewing the Dallas Stars versus the Colorado Avalanche in the Western Conference semifinal matchup, Game 5. And obviously the biggest game of the series for either team, and Colorado just came out guns a-blazing, got that 5-0 lead, and they really never looked back. Granted, they gave up 3 goals and then ended up being a 6-3 final, so it was a little bit closer compared to the start of the first period, or compared to the first period, but they got the W. And it's hard to believe that they did it without Grubauer, they did it without Francouz. They brought in Hutchinson as a third goalie because they did trade for him with the Leafs at the trade deadline before the whole COVID things happened. And he got a win, which is strange because when he was in the Leafs uniform, he could not buy a victory. So hard to believe that a change of scenery can really change someone's performance. So will they go back to him for Game 6, or will they go with him for Game 6, or will they go back to Francouz for Game 6? Because obviously Grubauer's lost for the season, I do believe. I could be mistaken on that one. I did jot down a few notes. Hard to believe that we're in the second round of the series. Nazem Kadri is still playing hockey, because in the previous 2 seasons he got obviously suspended against the Bruins for dirty hits, for illegal checks, whatever the case may be is. So hard to believe that a change of scenery for him, just like Hutchinson. They both left Toronto, and now they're both excelling in Colorado. Obviously, Kadri's having more of an impact than Hutchinson, but Hutchinson did get them the biggest win of the season thus far. So, like I said, whether they go back to him or not is another question. But for Kadri, you got to think this is just a life-changing thing for him, because he always had that criticism in Toronto that he couldn't get it done. He was this type of player, whatever the case may be is. But he's excelled in Colorado, and I'm sure he's happier than a pig in poop that he finally got to this point in his career. So, good on Kadri. What else did I jot down here? I did jot down a few notes. Can't remember everything in the old noggin. Bishop finally got a start, but the only reason he got the start is because they did back-to-back, because they had Game 4 the previous night, and then the next day they did Game 5. Not that great of a performance, because unfortunately he got pulled, and then Khudobin, who was supposed to get rested that day, had to come in and help bail him out, but unfortunately it was a little too late at that point. So
if you're wondering who is in this room, it's me.
she wanted to show her face. So yeah, most likely they'll go back to Khudobin for another critical game, Game 6. Can the Dallas Stars close out this series in 6 games? Will Colorado extend it to a 7th game? Only one way to find out, and I just got to check one other thing to make sure I didn't forget anything else. No, I think I'm good. So, until next time, take care.